Hello, buddy. Welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor, and today we're going to be doing another episode in our legendary Hellebron campaign. Total War Warhammer 2 using the Steel Faith Overall 2 mod, and we're using the August 16th Army Caps update, and it just got updated today on the 21st. So, I did go back and look and see sort of what's up with that. Why are we getting the extra skills? And it's pretty much what I described last time. It's only for the first 4 additional levels, or it's supposed to be. And the reasoning was so that legendary lords don't feel, or like that new lords don't feel really far behind advanced lords. So later on in the game, you know, when the AI like spawns new lords, or if I make a new lord, they're not going to be really far behind. So, you know, if we get Hellebron up to level 20 and then get our second legendary lord at level 1, it's not going to be a feels bad while we have to sit around and power farm, you know, for a while just to get basic stuff, you know, like the upgrades to our armies, right? The +8/+8 on spearmen, for example, that we're going to need to keep up with the AI. So it's okay. It's balanced. The AI has it too. It just means that in the mid to the late game, it's just you're going to have a much more smooth power curve. But it is going to accelerate you if you snowball early. A little bit. Although, as we saw, most of the time they have the upgrades too. But anyways, let's get back in here. So, we're going to come over here.
On the move.
We're going to raid. And we should hit the limit to do the Death Knight. That's our #1 priority right now, because we've sunk into this bitter, which is not good. So we really need to hold this Death Knight. Or we're just not going to be able to get out of here public order-wise. We're still growing a little bit. We have 2 turns on Haganeth, and then we can upgrade. Is this affecting our growth? It's not affecting our growth yet. Now, we did beat these guys up, so we can take them by ourselves. That should be fine. And then I'm going to pass on upgrading this stuff. I'm just going to wait a little bit. Let's see here. Clark
Cruel Dreadlord.
We can't trade with them yet.
Come now, time is...
Did get trading with both of these guys. That helps a little bit. Trade partners are obviously really helpful. Okay. And tech-wise, what are we working on? Continuous supply. Yeah. Post-battle loot. Yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and go. I like the Dark Elves. I think they're a lot of fun. My Malekith campaign was really fun. So, I saw the suggestions. Oh, by the way, I'm probably going to release this either today or tomorrow. This is Tuesday. I made a video saying that I wasn't going to be able to release content until this Saturday because of my school schedule. For those of you that don't know, at this particular time, as I'm recording this, I have to travel 5 hours away to go to classes, to teach classes at this university that I wanted to teach at. So that means I'm gone on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so I try to typically record a bunch of episodes in advance. I usually do that anyways in Warhammer. But I wasn't going to be able to do it because I had tried to do 8 or 9 episodes of a Tretch Craventail campaign, and I got crushed on like episode 9. So I couldn't use that one. So I had to restart, so I was like 9 hours of content gone. I do occasionally lose legendary campaigns. It is rare that I lose it past like the 3rd episode or so. Past like the first 10 turns. If the first 10 turns go well, usually... That doesn't mean that we don't have good fights or like, you know, tough challenges, but to flat out lose it where I can't recover, the campaign's just over, is very rare. That's only happened, I think, with Chaos, Norska. It did happen with Empire on SFO. Steel Faith is pretty hard. And then now Tretch. So there's been a couple of sprinklings where that's gone on, but... do we want to pay for this watch? Yes, absolutely. Is that 40 turns of protection for 500 gold? I like the idea of trying to help against Skaven, but I think it should cost a lot more than that. No, we don't quite have the rebellion just yet. Okay, definitely upgrading the gold. gold and trade are really what we want going on here. Or the main things we want going on. And then we probably want a torture post. Income generated per 100 slaves. Province 5. 10. So if we get up to like 1,000, we'd get an extra 100 gold. You get income plus 15% from slaves. And casualty capture. Now, the slave decline rate. I think that's how many die per turn. Public order penalty. Helpful. Okay, let's start with this Death Knight and see what happens. I'm not sure exactly what this entails, but we're gonna do it. So it keeps going up. Okay, so it does fill this bar all the way up, which is nice. So, okay, I like that dynamic, how it goes up and up and up, apparently. So you don't just want to do it after you fall out of the top tier. You want to wait until you're almost down in a tier 2 and then do it, I think, is probably the go-to strategy.
The people are displeased.
Alright, then we have to decide what do we want to do here. We don't have that many slaves left.
Revel in glorious murder. Bewitching. What is this foolishness?
Character skills 3.
Bloody-handed priestess.
Now, I don't know how this Blood Voyage works. So, I think what I'm gonna do then is just come over here. Can I get into... Okay, I can barely step over here. Can I step in over here? I think I can get in right there. I think what I want to do is get over here, hire a few things, then see what happens with that Blood Voyage. I'm not entirely sure. It said you could follow the Blood Voyage and, like, something would happen.
The Druki are restless.
I mean, it's possible I could maybe get peace with them
Cruel
temporarily.
sorceress. You are not fit to call yourself Druki.
So if I want to follow the Blood Voyage around, I might... I don't know what they do, if they, like, target a specific place or what. That might be kind of stupid, though, because Mung could be sending an extra army. I just want to see what happens. So I just kind of want to stand close, and I need to recruit a little bit more also. What was their composition? Is mostly dark shards. Okay.
Unfettered. It's colder than my heart.
So we're probably gonna have a lot of death, but we need to
Mistress of Haganeth.
Let's go with that. So we'll see what we want to do with this, and then if we want to follow them or not. Okay, that's upgrading. We're gonna want to upgrade something else here. Now that's gonna cost 192.
A cold wind rises.
Extra per, so I'm gonna be at about 100.
Cease your provocations.
Grand. I think we just want money. If we're gonna be stacking up slaves, I'm gonna have to go deal with this rebellion too. Go ahead and go with that, and then next turn, I don't know if we're gonna have enough.
The people are displeased.
3,200. But we gotta have a large army. I mean, we gotta have at least 18, I think, to go challenge them, because they're probably gonna have 20. And then they're gonna have this garrison. How did they get 3 freaking Corsairs? Because they got this to level 3? It's annoying.
Goddess forbids it.
How much they get off of just one province. There's no way I could afford that.
My
A
vision
full 20 stack off of just one town, I don't think.
Bloody-handed priestess.
Okay, whatever. That's fine.
Mother of despair.
We could maybe go fight them. I mean, we do have... What else do they have?
Fail. No.
Dark Shards with shields are annoying. And a Death
Blood
Hag.
will warm me. Despair.
I guess we could just surround them and maybe siege them out. I don't really know. I don't have a good solution to this. I mean, we could just wait till there's, like, we get higher tech than them. And just go maybe beat up Hmong or something, or, like, occupy this over here, or just something like that.
Fear, behold the black corn.
I don't remember if they, I think they paid us already.
Overlord Tuki, our mad blood, you forget yourself. You dare.
Alright, let's do it. I still had my executioners. It'll be a different story. We do not have that right now. I don't know if I can direct this death thing or death voyage or what.
Cruel Dreadlord.
Okay, so I can't control him, so it's kind of like a wah, I think. Pretty high-tech stuff.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
And it said I could follow them down there, but I can't do that right now to take Ulthuan. But in theory, I could follow them around and like use them to help me reinforce. I just don't know if I can predict where they're gonna go. There's like a target. They might go for the Sword of Cain territory.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
Either way, I can't really use them right now.
Mistress of
I can't leave this area. There's just too much going on. All right, let's go ahead and knock this out.
Destroy them.
For real? Y'all are gonna make me fight this. I really want to auto-resolve it, but I can't have half my army dead because I need to get over and deal with, you know, the other people over there. Okay, we'll fight it, I suppose.
Stab! Fight!
Now, if we win this, I think we should be back to getting 1 skill point, which is more appropriate. But that at least lets you get your basic army units all ready to go, pretty much. So...
Hellebron!
Okay.
Mystery upon mystery!
Dark shards. Great spears. Daruki.
Hellebron!
Great spears. Submarine for all. Going. Druki, forward.
At once! To murder! Death high! Without question! Murderers!
End them. Understood. End them. Eager for battle. Slaughter them.
It's kind of awkward because those trees are behind me.
Blood for Cain. Merciless warriors. Slash. Kill everything. Die, weaklings. Dog shards. Cold-blooded killers. Dark shards. By Cain. Dark elves. Kill them. On to slaughter. The merciless host. Slaughter them.
Death high!
Moving out. Dark elves. Cold-blooded killers. Dog shards. The merciless host.
Death high!
The merciless host.
Cain! Hear me!
Slaughter them. With pleasure. Merciless warriors. Dark shards. Slash. Kill.
I'm about to kill one of my
Eager for
archer
battle.
units, but
Death is coming. Onward. Battle ready. Destroy. Dark shards. By Cain. Dread spears. No mercy. My blade hungers.
Death high! With rage!
It is done. Forward.
Forward!
Dread spears. Dark elves. Cold-blooded killers. We are ready. Dark shards. Understood.
Hellebron!
Great spears.
jeez.
Hellebron! Move! Cain, leave me!
It's raining on him.
Dealers in death. Moving out. This fight is
I'm don't remember if the... I don't remember if that improves missile damage or not. Yeah, it does improve missile damage and melee attack. Okay.
We are ready. Battle ready. We are ready. Onwards to murder.
Okay, I think that's probably sufficient. Sadie, what are you doing? You getting in the clothes? In the clothes hamper over there. I don't know where it decides how you're sacrificing the slaves. If it just evenly distributes it or takes it from your most populated place, I'm not really sure. I think the more slaves you have in a concentrated place, the faster it declines as well. I'm not sure. I think the decline, it's obviously a percentage of slaves in a certain area. Like anywhere with a gold mine in like 4 towns, like Grand. I think Grand might only have 3, but anywhere that has like a gold mine, or just something that gives a lot of money like that is going to be very, very strong for slaves, because it's based on a percentage of income in an area. 201 slaves, and we get a lot of replenishment. I guess that's nice.
Bring me my chains. I am your new mistress. Bring me my chains, mistress of Arganeth. Spreading despair.
Okay, so they aren't recruiting anymore over there, which is nice. That's good news for us. Okay, so we're back to 1. So it's only through level 5 that we get that. Now that's really good. I think we're gonna... I feel like we definitely need to go for that. Spite through strength. Although I'd love to get Draft Master as well. Plus 5 melee attack is really good.
Glory to Cain.
This will be her last round of 2 points she can get. Okay. Replenish. Foe Seeker. Okay, she can either go Witch Brew, Rune of Cain, or War Cry. She can also go Cauldron of Blood. Okay.
Mistress of Arganeth.
Short-sighted.
I need to go ahead and clean this out.
How delightful. Attack! Glorious slaughter. Blood for all.
What the hell? Why'd you take so much damage? That is troll.
You are lucky. This time.
Okay, that's virtually no slaves, so we're gonna have to
Wriggle-free worms. I have
either
enough
go for the money,
slaves.
and the replenishment's gonna be down, or we could just slaughter it.
Bleed them dry.
5 turns of melee attack. I think maybe this. Because I don't want to hurt my replenishment on her now. And her. What? That's so dumb.
He must have blood.
It's kind of scary.
I feel Cain's gaze.
So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that. Sorry, I gotta check that because it could be related to some school stuff, because school's starting back in a couple of days. I just need to make sure they're not like, hey, you forgot to fill this out, get it back to us in an hour or something, you know? Just have to peep over there and...
My beauty.
I'm always a little on the fence about getting the steed. Now, some people pointed out, like, why would you get the horse when you can get to dragon or whatever later on? If it has an arrow, like, you have to get it as a prerequisite to getting other stuff. It's not the case with Dark Elves. There's no arrow here, so I don't have to get this. But it is nice. It gives me a good chunk of extra health, not a ton. It doesn't give me any armor, but it does give charge bonus and speed. My issue with this, though, especially against Dark Elves, is this opens you up to be really vulnerable to spears or any faction that has like anti-large. So it's like, yeah, you get some extra mobility, but it's really bad on sieges, and especially with like this thing that we have, this extra 5 melee attack bonus, and I want to be standing in the smoke when I use this, so that I get the bonus as well. You don't really want to be moving around. Like, I want her in a central location near the main fight if I can help it, so that I can spread that plus 5 melee attack to everybody. So I think I might pass on that. Cauldron of Blood is something I'm much more interested in, because that suits that sort of playstyle where you're a lot tankier, you get more armor, and you get to just chill in the middle of a fight, although it does lower your melee attack and defense quite a lot. But it turns you into more of a utility type of champ, which I think is good. So anyways, I think I'll pass on that. Which brew can be good? I think it's after putting 1 point in this, then we could get an extra 6% weapon damage on everybody, which is okay. I don't think we're close to leveling up any of our dudes right now.
We honor you, Cain.
I think Draft Master be helpful, and then work our way towards Quartermaster. Feared and Renowned. You hear that all the time in my legendary campaigns, that you want to get to Lightning Strike, Quartermaster, Renowned, and Feared. It's just so strong on legendary, because your costs are obviously super constrained right now.
Cain's bride.
So we're about to get some more public order. Do have a little bit more slavery going on here.
Blood Queen of Haganeth.
I think I'm just going to park it. I could hire a couple more units. I could hire like 2 more and make sure we have full 20 stack against them. They have 15. They're building stuff. 22, 23, 24. They have 25 units.
Sustains me.
I could hire like... Oh, I can't even hire anything. Okay, well that makes my decision easy. I think I can beat them with 18 on 25. With like her upgrades. And all of my upgrades on spears. Let's see, I have 44. I can't see what they had, but she went for character skills instead of battle skills. So if we can get over there before she levels up, which we should be able to do. Okay, so that gives us a little more public order. Now, what are some of these? Whatever, we'll figure it out when we complete a province.
The people are displeased.
There's Black Pillar over here. These guys are going to be tough to deal with. Alright.
Noble boy, please share your inanities with me. Very well.
Might join them in fighting the Beastmen here.
Malekith, you may speak your words, but they will change nothing.
Will they go for a defensive alliance? I really obviously want to get a confederation with them so that I can get Malekith. That's the only way I can get him. And I would really like to get Nagarond intact with upgraded buildings.
Fine.
Nice.
I accept.
Okay, sweet. Now if we can just start slaughtering Hmong.
Noska!
Your will.
Then
Speak.
they'll probably really like that. Are they at war with? Where's Nagaron?
Overlord.
Their ore was Septic and Haggrave. Okay, so I need to start killing Haggrave. Now, are we still getting gifts? Okay, once gifts runs out, then I'll do some more gifts. I think you can, like, just spend a ton of money. And just, like, at least in the base game, you could just buy everybody if you have a lot of money, but...
Do not
How are
vex
they looking?
us
Are they tier
further.
3? Yeah, they're tier 3 with lots of juicy looking things. +1 in all adjacent provinces is pretty dang nice. And that allows you to hire witch elves. Altar of Cain. Let me see that.
Cease your provocations.
Yeah, okay, so and that built into the assassin, which is not amazing, but we'll see. When we get to tier 3, we'll think about it. The public order would obviously help a little bit. We do get a discount on witch elves. Now they're best against unarmed, like lightly armored things.
Actions speak
So-
louder than words.
You want to give us some money for that? I'll do it for money because that'll help my publicity with them. I don't think Clan Septic will send an army over here this far, although they might. They might have. I think they have this area. Let's see if they'll give me 500. Okay. The only reason I'm doing that, even though it's going to make me a little more vulnerable, is to gain better favor, because if you have a common enemy, then they like you more. I mean, nothing brings people together like a common enemy, right? An unfortunate, sad aspect of the world. But that's how it goes. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Now we do have a lot of upgraded, like, kind of decent spears. Like, Night Elf spears are pretty strong. War declared. Trade agreement. Dissolved. Huh. That's not good. How is...
There is
Trade agreement
growing
dissolved.
unrest.
Why? It must be sieging something. Is this their capital? Nagrar? I thought their capital would be the Black Pillar. I guess we don't technically have a link with this right now.
What is this foolishness?
Okay, I really hope this dude doesn't come over here with this earthquake.
Withdrawn.
I think he's going for Nagaron. I actually don't want him to go for Nagaron either, although they will rebuild and that won't be too much of an issue. But, yeah, they have all three of those things. I'm getting pretty hyped. I remember the Dark Elves, like, they're a lot of fun.
Blood Queen of
It's gonna be fun to sort of rediscover them again.
Cain's bride. Cain's priestess. Skaven blood shall flow.
You do get a little bit of replenishment, actually. That's interesting. So when you raid, it enables replenishment.
I am Cain's instrument.
Okay, so we do get some replenishment. Pretty nice. Okay, so that's... Okay, so we have a little bit of time. It does decay pretty quickly. But it does help out some with the
Master of
public order.
cruelty.
Like rats in a trap. Despair.
Okay.
Fear my malice.
Ooh, they have almost nothing. They're about to die.
The Druchii are malicious and cruel. Speak carefully.
I can go ahead and try to milk some cash out of them. I mean, they might... They're not going to do Confederation. How many... If they have like 2 territories, even just Deadwood, maybe I should Confederate. I don't know if it's worth for one, because it's going to piss off Malekith if I do that. Getting 1 tier 3 is probably not worth. What is this little... Okay, that's from them. Okay, so they burned that. That's their little pillar. I'm excited to fight like real Norska too.
Do not vex us further.
'Cause up here it was just like spamming Marauders the whole time in the last campaign before the new Norska came out. Okay, but let's go ahead and see if we can milk some money off of them.
Fear. The Black Court waits with bated breath.
So we get 500 per turn to upgrade our alliances. Because once they start getting desperate, they'll do anything to get help. If it says hi, they'll do it. Okay.
As you say.
I like to go up in 250 gold increments. So we'll hook them up a little bit here. Clan Septic. Probably fight them. Soon enough.
Speak, the Witch King of Nagaron.
It says they have 3 properties. What do they have?
Skaven
Oh.
blood shall flow.
They took out Hag Grave. Okay. That's even better, actually, for us.
Cruelty knows no limits.
'Cause if they take over all of this stuff, and then I confederate with them, then, of course, I get all of that stuff. So that's going to be a huge confederation. They can spend all the money and growth developing this stuff.
I am the Witch King.
They're kind of ruining his skills. But to be fair, like, he gets all those free skill points anyway, so I wish he would have more battle skills. But
Lord of the
that's the
Black
bad thing about
Tower.
inheriting some of these legendary lords once they get more developed is the AI doesn't always know how to prioritize what they should be buying. Okay, Hag Grave has a really nice port, or there's something at tier 3 that's really good there. And Nagaron has a tier 4 thing for halberds. There's a lot of really good Dark Elf buildings in this area.
Death Hag.
Okay, I think we got everything. Oh, we can upgrade Great Arena. Let's do it.
The people grow restless.
So how are we looking on growth? Not amazing. Like, I would like to have money here, but
Rats in a trap.
I mean, I guess I could go ahead and get rid of this. Then I wouldn't be able to recruit anywhere, though. If I get this, I could get, or the post. I could get Dread Spears if I get this post. Though it's expensive. What would I, if I got rid of that, I would just get a Artisan's House, probably. Is it worth? How much does this cost? 1,000. So if I sold it back now, I'd probably get 750 for it. Because I want to build it out somewhere else, like here. Okay, look, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. Just so that I can go ahead and put down another money building there.
The Druchii are restless.
Once again, I want the tier 3 in a secondary town, so I don't use a 4-slot area for it. Now, I forgot you get a sorceress for free. Of course, I guess I get a witch for free, but I would much rather have a sorceress. I guess I could have declared war on Haggrave. That's what I should have done. I wasn't thinking. So, because Malekith was going to kill them next turn, and I knew he was going to kill them, then I should have joined. I should have joined in war just to get the political points with him. They may have even paid me to go to war with him. Ooh. They move so slowly. Why don't they, like, do full speed ahead?
Waste my time.
Think me for?
Beautifully deadly.
Foolish thing.
Several 20 stacks. It could just be all slaves. I don't know.
Murderous.
Okay, I can go for that this turn if I want to.
Blood will warm me.
Charge bonus -8. I mean, I have no charge bonus. Gives me winds of magic. I don't have any magic, but it also lowers their leadership by 5. It could be helpful. What is their leadership, though? 77. Yeah, because of difficulty.
Bloody-handed priestess.
Now, if I go up there, he's going to have the step on me, and he could go for Great Arena. I mean, I can just cancel this. It wouldn't be a huge deal. I think I need to take care of them before they start getting out of hand. Yeah, they're going to start recruiting Shades now. God bless. Did that give them Shades? Gave them a Reaper, Bolt Thrower, and Shades, yeah. Damn, that's real rough. Upgrading that to tier 3, gave him the Bolt Thrower.
Hellebron.
Now, they only have one set of Shades. I think the Dark Shards are pretty good against Shades. Shades don't have shields.
Colder than my heart. Bewitching.
You waste my time.
Let me look and see.
Blackguards! I have such plans for the destruction of your people.
I mean, another option would be if I just want to get peace with them for 10 turns and go kill the Skaven.
Overlord, what brings you before the Lord of the Black Tower?
Kind of scared, because if we lose this fight, it's going to be really bad.
Chill-hearted.
Just not sure if I should do that before I, before I get some more upgraded units.
This will fail.
15, and they just got 2 more. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. That's 18 on 27. I do have upgrades, but...
What is this foolishness?
This cold penetrates my bones.
Trying to think if I can beat them on the line.
You waste
That
my
Bolt Thrower
time.
changes the calculus a lot, because that thing's going to kill a zillion units. And they have 3 Black Art Corsairs, which are a huge problem.
My visions predict failure.
might be able to get in and swarm and kill her. Or like I said, I could go for peace and then just go fight these guys, level up a little bit. Although I'm not going to get any more combat effectiveness, but that would allow me to...
Ceaseless snow.
That would allow me to come over here and fight Skaven, which I think will be an easier matchup.
Mother of despair.
And just wait 10 turns. Okay, I'm gonna try it. That bolt thrower changes the calculus a lot. Bolt thrower and shades.
You are not fit to call yourself Druki. I will.
Okay, so that kind of sucks, but I'm a little scared. I learned my lesson in the Tretch campaign. Like, I tried to get really bold, and I've done that in other campaigns too, and just try fights that are, you know, exceptionally difficult to deal with.
Powerful source. Your entrails will decorate the
A cold wind.
I want a little something. I want a little something. I want like some of those horses. You know, just something just some tech. Just not spears and dark shards. So we'll get them eventually. Let me think about this before I build out Harganeth here. What do I want? Okay, we get a discount on the Witch Elves, which would, in theory, help us carve up their spears and bleak swords. I believe. Vigor. We do get a discount, right? Hero capacity. She gets a discount, 25% on them. Sisters of Slaughter, Executioners, and Witch Elves. Okay, so we could get a discount on Witch Elves. That would allow us to hire 2 more hags. They're only 224, actually, so that's pretty cheap for what they can do. So we might want to hire more of those. They kill a respectable amount. I mean, that's just slightly more than a spear unit. So if we go for... That building is kind of expensive. It would help a little bit with public order. It would let us get Witch Elves. At our current discount rate, they'd be like 230 or something a piece. So that's an option. I could get Shades, which are also on the expensive side. I don't know if we need Shades right now. I like them. They're very powerful. Probably get them later. Getting this stuff would be amazing, but we don't yet have a tier 3 building, and it's too expensive to get right now. Horses would be fantastic to get a hold of their bolt thrower. They're so cheap and powerful. So we could get this. Relatively cheap, good utility, adds growth, adds campaign movement so that I can rotate through the main areas to deal with backdoor action from Skaven and Norska. So that's looking real nice, although it takes 5 turns to build. Yeah, so maybe we just get rid of this and then just go for Altar of Cain. Conversely, we could go for this, and that would help with public order. It would lower recruitment costs, and it would allow us to get 3 Sisters of Slaughter, which we also get a discount on. Now, how would they be useful? They deal... Okay, so that's only if they're losing they get that bonus. These are kind of a defensive line. I don't need defense that much because, you know, the spears are fine at that right now. These would give me the Death Hags, which are good, and the Witch Elves, which would be great for cleaning up archers if I can get to the back line with the archers. Although I will have that potential with, we'll think about it. I will have that potential with the horses as well. And the public order is something I'm gonna have to get at some point anyways. So maybe my reasoning is I might as well go ahead and get it and grab some Sisters of Slaughter. I think those are really my only two options right now. I don't care about harpies. These are going to be too expensive for now to deal with. These I can't get. Okay. All right. So the question is now, what kind of penalties do I get? I start winded, right? I do get 650 gold and some slaves, so I feel like I need to.
Unfettered.
Not enough warp
So I can't reach them yet. If I go like right here, and then I think if I run away.
Advancing.
I think I should be able to run.
Sister of the Dark Convent.
Okay, yeah, we should be able to beat that. I mean, look at this. They do have 40 melee attack. How do they have that much? Maybe I was thinking a melee defense was really low. Their stats seem way better. I mean, they do have ranks. But those stats seem way better than they did when I played them. It's probably just because they have ranks, though.
A chill wind blows.
They do get stat upgrades on Legendary. Although usually they're under the hood, you don't see them. Okay. That's all good. We're about to finish that. I think we've looked at everything else here.
Lord of do go on.
Sure.
This will be most.
Oh, yeah, we can pay them for this. Have them pay us for this before they get wiped out. Looks like Norska was going for him.
If you insist.
Get that money off of them.
Yes, the Witch King of Nagaron will hear your words.
They do like us raiding Grond, war with Mung, Septic. They don't like our treaties with Grond. Gifts. Still have 3 turns. Okay. That's it. We could take sides on Clarkarond or, okay, they don't like our trees with Nagaron, so that's not gonna work. So we could try to play nice with, Clarkarond
Noble of
for now.
Nagaroth.
Why can't I trade with them? Seems like I should. Maybe they don't have this area yet. How many? They have 3 territories.
Speak,
well,
kin,
we'll
and
try
I
to
will
play nice with
gladly
them.
hear your indeed.
These are also the weaker of the two, it looks like, military-wise. So we'll pick some winners here. Okay. So, let me think. Okay, so what's the problem? In terms of what do I need to beat them? The Dark Elves. I'm not sure if the Witch Elves are really the solution that I need. Horses, I think, would go a long way, those horses. Alright, so we want to retreat so we're not winded.
Fly, fools!
Okay. Oh, now we got ambush, though. Damn. I'm not sure if it's worse to be winded or ambushed. Well, I guess we're about to find out. Oh, this is gonna be edgy. This is gonna be tough. We get some really good fights in this campaign. First episode, it came down to, like, basically just Hellebron was all I had left, and, like, a handful of archers. Okay, you really got to think on your feet here. This gets rough.
Hellebron! Cain's chosen.
So I think they're just coming from this way.
Dark sharks. Suffering for all. Dread spears. Bloody murder! Murder awaits!
Cain wills it.
Terror and death! Advancing. We understand. Going!
With purpose.
Murder.
Slay them! Understood! No survivors! Carnage awaits! My blade hungers!
Hellebron!
Dread spears!
Forward! Orders understood.
The merciless host! Hack! Cut! Dread spears!
For the king!
As you said! Hack! Cut!
Blood. Blood. Blood.
Advance!
Druki! Forward! Advance, Druki!
Nagarothi!
Dark shards! Advancing! Forward! Battle calls! We are ready! Dark shards! Slay them!
Without question! Hack! Cut! Merciless warriors!
Druki! Suffering for all!
Cain, lead me.
Oh my god! I
Merciless
didn't even notice
warriors.
there. A lot more over there.
Destroy!
Eager for battle! No mercy!
Dark shards! Dread spears! Onward!
We gotta collapse
Queen
then.
Hellebron.
Dread spears! It is done! Dark shards!
Nagarothi! Destroy!
Onwards to murder! Dread spears! Moving out! Orders understood! Nagarothi! We are ready! No mercy! Dark shards! Merciless warriors! Hack! Cut! Going! Die, weaklings!
By Drakira!
Yes.
Understood!
Mother of despair.
Kill everything!
Seeking blood.
Eager for battle! Attack!
Merciless warriors!
We are shooting some of our people in the back,
Cold-blooded
but
killers! Dread spears! Carnage awaits!
Dark shards!
Battle ready! Forward!
On
up,
to
form up.
slaughter!
Death hag!
Cain, hear me.
Glorious destruction!
Dark shards! Suffering for all!
No mercy!
Dealers in death! Dark shards! Hack! Cut! Going!
alright, let's leave one here just in case they rally.
Druki! Nature waits.
How'd she have Foe Seeker? I forgot she got
Destruction is
that.
come! Onwards to murder! Dark shards! Destroy! Dealers in death! My blade hungers!
Blades ready!
Nagarothi. Not my fault. I came.
Dread spears, eager for battle. No mercy.
Onward. At once.
Very well.
God, there's so many.
Slaughter them.
Massacre them!
Death hag to murder. Death hag.
She only killed 3 things? God, maybe it's not worth hiring them. Holy crap. I mean, these Dark Shards are going to kill, like, 90% of these units, probably.
Murder awaits.
Well, the Spears did pretty well. I mean, I guess the Death Hags, and she didn't kill a lot either. I guess they're better as, like, duelists. It says they're anti-infantry.
Nagarothi.
Maybe I just didn't have them in the fight long enough or something, I'm not sure.
Slash! Kill!
Oh, we're not going to run them down. This is where the horses would be really helpful. God, 428. Yeah, not the most vicious lord out there. I've had, like, Malekith kill 300 or something before in a battle. But she does get some style points. Like, being able to get on the altar and just having the Death Knight and all that stuff is pretty cool. Thousand slaves. Yes, please. The money's all good, but yeah, that kind of slavery that's what I'm talking about.
Blood is power.
No, use it on them. Don't come over here and put it on me. No, they're gonna go for me, potentially. Boys might be in some trouble here. Yeah, they're in some trouble. This dude's rolling up with probably a fresh 20 stack. Alright, here we go. Here comes the swarm. I wish this Blood Voyage would, like, do something helpful. So just run around in circles. I mean, I guess it gives me free scouting of the area. Okay, that's for the quest. We don't need that yet. We need to be at least here before we do it. Okay, well, I got as much gold out of him as I could.
We are displeased.
How much are we losing per turn here? 38% extra gold. So now we're getting some income. Public order -7, though. Okay, so I'll go ahead and start taking slaves. I think it says they're at capacity. Say how many I'm going to lose. Max slaves, capacity decline, 10%. Yeah. So when you start stacking them up,
This cold penetrates my bones.
yeah, when you start stacking them up, then they get a higher decline rate.
Bloody.
And I think that, like, when it says extra decline rate, that's the percentage of the percentage. So if you have, like, 100% extra decline rate, it goes from 10% right now to 20%, I think. It's not a flat, like, you lose 100% of your slaves every turn. If you have a 100% decline rate, I think. Because right now, because it was 1% last time, and I know I have more than a 1%. It should be 5% if that was the case, slave decline rate. So it's not like as insane as it sounds to have that decline rate. I mean, getting an extra 100% is a lot. Potentially.
Death hag.
What do these clowns have? Fresh 20 stack.
Bewitching.
Now, the cool thing about taking on the slaves, though, is I do get replenishment every fight. A lot of replenishment. Okay, so we can get this, this thing. Eventually. Which brew lets me go on a rampage. No experience for these guys. They're not super experienced yet, but soon enough they probably will be. Okay, so that's missile damage and weapon strength and armor. Also go quartermaster. Lightning strike I don't think is going to matter right now. It would allow me to give 6% extra weapon damage. Now that does go on cooldown, so I could use this to go for even more damage. It doesn't seem to do a lot of damage, though. So our options are, we could get Lightning Strike, I don't think matters right now. We could go ahead and start getting Upkeep Reduction, which, if we get to 15%, that would give us an extra 450, 500 gold or so. We are going to get some horses eventually. But I don't think there's a good horse one. It's like melee defense and charge. That's not going to matter that much. Now this, for when we get Witch Elves. Now Witch Elves will probably be pretty good against Norska, I imagine, because they have a bunch of unarmored stuff. That's for Sisters of Slaughter, too. So this could be pretty good if we're going to get some Witch Elves, which I would like to get soon. And it does scale well later on into the game. It's just like... But I may not be able to afford Witch Elves without this. So an extra 450 gold would give me... And I'm only going to be able to get 2 Witch Elves. 3 to start with. So this would give me an extra 1 Witch Elf. Because I'd get like 500 gold. Maybe even 2 Witch Elves with the discount. Versus this does beef them up, but I just wouldn't be able to have them in my army in the first place if I don't have the funds. So I think just Quartermaster. And the campaign movement range is really nice too. Yeah, let's just go with Quartermaster. It feels kind of bad because I want like something right now. Power. But money is power.
They have promise.
Okay, Augury I think is next choice. And we're at time. Yeah. I want to keep going. I'm probably going to do another episode after this. I'm starting to get into this one now. This is a pretty fun campaign so far. I've had a lot of really good fights. Now these beastmen are out of people to fight. Decent chance they might come for me. These guys would definitely come for me at some point. These guys did get injured a little bit, but...
Beautiful. Deadly.
I don't know if we need to go over there and kill those beastmen right now or not. Okay, we'll figure it out next episode. We're probably going to just kill these guys. And then sort of just move from there. How much do I need for this stuff? explosion does not affect friendly troops. Magical damage. Lasts for 15 turns. Income from post-battle loot plus 50%. Extra slave decline rate, plus 5 melee attack, extra replenishment, extra capture. So if we're going to be fighting a lot of people, maybe that is something we like. 15 turns is a long time. We'll think about it next time, but that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.